Hey, hello, friends. Today is Monday, um, April 21st. We are going to do a analysis. Sorry, didn't do it Sunday yesterday. I was out of town and away from my laptop, so decided to do it today. Pretty much, we're going to see where we were last. I put like dots to see where we were at last week. Um, let's go to the very top right there. So on the U.S., I put a dot right here. We're waiting for the market to drop, which it did. Obviously, it was a retracement, but we were right here, and the market dropped from that point. I was able to get this trade. It dropped more than 100 pips, so that was a real good trade. I was waiting for the market to start doing that because let's go to daily. Um, because I was looking at this divergence. It's like giant divergence. I'm still looking for the market to drop it. We got to wait until the 4 hours. Um, it's ready to start coming down. We already have a divergence, so if I see something on the Euro USD, I'm probably going to start trading down on that one. Euro USD. If I look at the weekly, this one obviously it break that point right there, but it's way super extended. Even on the weekly, even on the monthly, it's due for a retracement. At least for to this area right there. If it's going to keep going on the monthly, let's put a line right there. Let's look at the daily now to see where it can retrace at as a minimum. If I go to a lower time frames like your this arrow here, I'll definitely start looking for some trades to the low, and it's a good amount of pips, but you got to wait for your own. Look at that, it's almost 300 pips. It could be a big retracement. So I like it where it is right now. I'll definitely go to about the 15 minute in this case, and that's the trick. If you go to the 15 minutes, you might lose that trade because it moves a lot faster, obviously. Um, I like to. For me, it can start dropping. To be honest, from there, but for me to take a trade in the 15 minute, I need to break this high, um, and then take it down. Hopefully I can catch it. We'll see how busy I am during the week, but we're gonna see. Anyways, we got good amount of pips last week. It worked good in our favor. Uh, this is the dot where we were last week, and it worked real good. I didn't go into a trade right away, but I took it when it retraced it here. I took it right here, and it went in my favor. Also on the Euro CHF, GP, cat. Look at that. We had the dot right there, and it just went like crazy up. GP, CAD, USD, CHF. On this one, it it did go a little bit up from that point. It was a good amount of pips. We're looking at the 4 hour right now. We really went up about almost 80 pip and then started retracing again. It broke the low. For me, this is a better trade now because now we have divergence and all kinds of stuff. So USD CHF is a better trade in my book for this week. So I'm keeping an eye on it. 1 second, please. Yeah, USCHF, it looks like a good trade. And I probably take it. Let's look how the daily looks. It looks pretty overextended. It's super overextended. It is a good trade. So I'll probably take this trade right there. So now I'm gonna move that dot for this week right there. Yeah, that's good right there. Let's move that dot on the Euro USD also. So now we are here. I'm looking for sales on the Euro USD, Euro CHF. I wouldn't look for more trades on this one. That trade is done. In the daily, it looks pretty good, but I'd rather have another retracement and then I'll probably look, but not for this week. I don't think so. We'll see how it looks. It's probably going to go higher than drop, but we'd rather wait for that. Okay. Okay, let's move this dot also to where we are right now. That trade is done. Look at the 4 hour. Let's move this dot here. Although there's nothing there for me this week. I had something last week and it did. We're good. The dot is there. It's pretty much done. What would I wait for this? On this trade, I will definitely. It looks. We definitely look for sales on this, but I will have to this one to really break the high, and then after I'm still looking for sales on this. I'm gonna put a dot where we are right now, so that's where we are. USD CHF. That one is a good. I like this trade because we already broke the low here, so I'll probably take that trade with let's see, Euro. What was it? Euro CHF. Euro CHF. Now my strategy trading, my style of trading, sometimes I will go into drawdown. But I am confident, that always we're going to recuperate. Um, is that one right there? NCD CHF. We were here. That was a real good trade. That one right there. In the daily, it looks like pretty much that one. It was a real good trade also. Let me see NCD CHF. Okay. Yeah, we're good on that one. So we're gonna wait for this one to start bouncing to those areas over here. I'm in that trade already. I'm in drawdown on this one. Because why am I doing drawdown? This is at 49. I think I took it somewhere up here, and I said I'm probably gonna go to drawdown, but I don't mind. I'm confident even if it goes lower here, eventually it's gonna start going up. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes this week. USD CAD. Okay, on USD CAD. All right, this trade looks better for this week. I think I took this trade in CD CAD. I don't know if I move it to break even. Normally, when I get like 50 pips, I gotta check on that. If I went into that trade and if I got 50 pips, I go to break even. I got 92 pips right there. Normally, go 50 pips, I break even, then see if it works all the way. But eventually, it's gonna start going up. Already have a divergence. This week even look better. Let's move this dot to this point. That's a good trade for this week also. And I'm just gonna check on this one. That's right in the middle. We were here last week also. I think I was waiting for the market to do another high here, which it didn't. It just dropped from that point, pretty much. So those are the most, in my opinion, we're right at the center now. When they're in the center, remember, I don't do much. Actually, I look at the daily. Because this is going to do retracement, it's going to take all pretty much the rest of the week. Then I'll probably be interested in taking a trade down. Or have a divergence in the daily. Yeah, so the market is probably going to go lower here and then go kind of like that. We'll see how it goes. But it's not very desirable right now, trade. I don't like that one too much. It's pretty much in the middle. That one looks kind of good. Let's see. It looks like a good trade right there. As a matter of fact, we have it's almost triple bottoms right there. We do have divergence on the daily. I would like to go lower than here. If it goes lower, probably and look for in the 1 hour is divergent already also. So that's a good trade right there also on the CAD JPY, but I'm keeping my eyes on other trades. USD super extended. Let's see how daily looks. Wow, it really dropped. It really dropped from that point. Okay, yeah, I was waiting for that resistance point to drop right there, and I did put it. That it escaped to me, but it was a real good trade. But it was out of my style, so pretty much. There goes market. It was very violent this week. Okay, guys, so those are the Still some of the trades on the scope. Gold keeps just flying up. Obviously, not good to go into short-term trades unless you're an investor. That all depends what you do, you know. Okay, so your NCUSD and the daily is super extended. You don't know, you can go and visit these areas right there. All these areas right there. We'll see how the market goes. But if it gives some sort of divergence in the 4 hour, which is already divergent, obviously, we'll see how this might have potential for this week. Well, thank you very much for your time. God bless you all. Trade safe.